Alright guys, we're back. Time for yet another session of Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Whoa, okay. Restored content mod. That was supposed to be a dramatic turn. Where we did it, you guys. We got off of the place that I definitely remember the name of. I'm playing around with microphone gate this time, so hopefully the audio will be even better than before. Video? Who knows? We'll find out together. We'll find out together. I'm trying a new technique for the video as well. Try to resolve some of those video issues. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, my character looking dope. Alright. That's right. Okay, yeah. Her name is Boltar Balout, and we were gonna go. Oh, that's right. We're gonna go talk to Kreia. Let's go talk to Kreia. Oh man, is it still doing that? Is it still? That's just gonna make me angry. Or maybe we already talked to Kreia. I don't think we talked to Kreia yet. So yeah, we're just running around the ship. The good old Ebon Hawk. Man, this was an interesting, okay, Founder. This is an interesting thing coming back to the Ebon Hawk. The fact that the Ebon Hawk is the same as from KOTOR 1. It's just, you know, there's different people and stuff. Let's talk to Kreia. Oh, God.
More answers. There is little more left to give.
Wow. You lost your hand. I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
Let's see. I'm still trying to play this character relatively cool, like relatively alright, chill. So I'd say, but not condescending. Not like if I could, I would have protected. No, I'd say what would have happened if you died?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
This is multiple ways to say, like, would I have died?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
What can we, we'll work together and try to be careful until we can fix this.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain.
Oh, that's convenient.
I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
This is an interesting thing, this whole, like, link that I think they get more into later, but how could this have happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses the Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well. That's it. Oh, that's cool.
Powerful technique indeed. Though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
She was probably reading the description. The drawbacks. Don't know what they are. Well, I mean, I guess the pain thing. I just meant gameplay-wise. Anyway, let's continue. So what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
We can't keep running until they catch us.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Oh, enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
Oh, that's right. Because I think Telos was the planet that got bombarded at the beginning of KOTOR, the first one. You know, hot tip. Also, man, my mouse is totally not lining up. That's really weird. It looks different on the video preview. I wonder why that is. Oh well, okay. We don't have time to scour an entire planet.
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Oh, there was other questions I
Ask, and I will answer.
had. We were on Paragus. I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
It was like a whisper at the edge of
If
hearing.
my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Impossible, many would think. The Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
It's like losing all your senses at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own and exiled them as they did you.
Seems too cruel for the Jedi.
If not the Jedi, then what did you think was the cause of such a loss?
Oh, right, because followed Revan to war. Okay. And defying the order to follow Revan to war, I thought I'd somehow lost my connection to the Force.
War leaves many scars, but rarely does it blind one to the Force. If anything, conflict and challenge may make the connection stronger, more intense. No matter what horrors you experienced in the war, no matter who you served, it is unlikely that the Force would be lost to you unless another factor was involved.
Could anything be done? There must be a way.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
But there are no more Jedi.
Then I am your only hope.
Because
As
she's
you
not
are.
one, remember?
We are a sad pair, you and I, to defend the galaxy against such a thing. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
I accept you as a I'm gonna say I would welcome whatever aid you
Then our
offer.
training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence.
She'll say stuff when you're hanging out. Other questions. I don't remember what they were. So I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
That's like their whole thing, pretty much. Oh, so this is some lore questions. First split.
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they
The
never
Sith
forgot
Lords.
the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
But these Sith seem different.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
The Sith on Pragus knew some Force techniques, but they were extremely weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
Were there other questions? I want to hit all of this stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to know more about the Sith. Yeah, there was another, yeah, okay. Other questions. She pretty much answered all that. What's happened since the Mandalorian
Much has
Wars?
happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me about the wars.
It is a tale you already know well.
You lived it, but I'll tell you anyway.
Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council agreed, but did not move fast enough, so we had to.
Indeed. The
Like
Jedi
myself.
Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
Revan and Malak refused to
Two
wait.
Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
Until we destroyed them at Malachor 5.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Oh man, conflict split the order. It's in the past. Asked you about you know what I know. The conflict split the Jedi Order.
The truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle. And so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
I felt them fall. The war had consumed them.
No. Taught them. Defined them, yes. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Right, yes. Yes, this was the prelude to the first game. What happened next?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
How are they
As
defeated?
all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
It's an interesting way to phrase it, looking at it as that they were still, you know, that Revan and Malak were still buds. What happened to Revan?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So Revan turns against Malak for the sake of the
It
Republic?
would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
No, we must do what we can until it has a chance to recover.
The culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Perhaps it is better it stands on its own.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Because I'm the last Jedi?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
I forgot, this conversation is like a thesis statement for the entire game, pretty much. I need some time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would...
He's not a fool, but he does feel odd to me.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Well, got points, got influence, got a journal entry. Neato. Well, let's explore the rest of the ship, how about, before we go talk to Atten. Man, yeah, all that stuff, yeah, that's pretty much, that conversation sums up a lot of the themes of this entire game. All the themes about, like, the nature of people and, the nature of conflict and morality and all that stuff. Lab station, man, got all these crafting terminals. All right, well, let's go. Well, gotta talk to T3. What you doing, T3? Please stop moving around the ship. Looks like you've suffered a lot of damage. How much? Oh, so you lost a lot of programs in your behavior core in addition to damage to your frame? That's sad. I'm sure you'll gain that skill back. I'm glad to have you for so long. Or have you along, rather. I might be able to upgrade your memory core. Let's see. Failure. Influence failure. I'll be careful, trust me. Fine, then. Never mind. I'll be going now. Oh, I gained influence. Neat. T3 is great. I like T3. Oh, hey, Atten. You know, you should heal, buddy.
How's our passenger?
For someone without much to say, she sure says a lot. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Woof. Woof, Atten. That's, oh boy.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
Okay,
After
so...
spacing that old witch, of course.
Okay, so he's a bit horny. That's, you know, that's fine. She was wounded helping us escape. Remember that.
All right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Getting empathy from you is like squeezing water from a stone.
Oh, yeah? Well, how much water you get from a stone depends what planet you're on, sister.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Are we still on course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Baragas had logged in their astrogation charts. You know, if you thought Baragas was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
You know, it's just his like, oh man, you know, they could have.
No. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
You know, they just could have put him a little closer to the panel so he's not just typing in literally in thin air.
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem.
What would make the droids go crazy like that?
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
Man, he's just negative about droids. What did you mean about the galaxy map not being much
The
use?
astrogation system is voice printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star. As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be all right.
Why would someone lock the astrogation system?
Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear.
Why am I not wearing my thing anymore? When did that go away? I was wearing those things on my head. Who voice printed it?
I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? Love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
Do you know? You know anything about that assassin droid?
Not much.
I would have asked him about that.
Beats me. Sounds like you're pretty popular. If it was built to hunt you down, that is. Could have been around before you even appeared on the scene.
How old do you think that model was?
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we sometimes conflict. Others just don't. Speaking of which, I think.
Let's cut the chatter and stick to piloting.
So, what happened?
To what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
My lightsaber was taken from me.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
This is a single.
Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
Oh, interesting. But the blade and the crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Okay. Hurricane gem? Oh god, that's just, I don't like that. Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna say, what color was it? Oh man. You know, let's go, I like violet. Let's do violet, like a hurricane.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
That's a classic thing of Sith, you know. It's like they're just going after somebody, then they see their lightsaber, they go, "Whoa, I'm not qualified to handle this." That's a classic Sith, classic. Has no matter. It was taken from me long ago.
All right, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Light side points. Neato. We're gonna save our game, and let's just okay. You know, let's go ahead and hit the galaxy map, and then we'll call it. So, Telos Citadel. Okay, yeah. We don't really want to go back to Paragus, so let's go to Telos, to the Citadel.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Well, are we under arrest?
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Ugh. I understand. We'll just cooperate with the law enforcement.
Is there any way to get our gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
No, why are you holding us?
Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, one that this station depends upon. We would like to find out the extent of your involvement.
I understand. I'll cooperate, officer.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, what's this? That's clearly a police officer, right? Oh. No. More interesting.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
A force cage? This is ridiculous.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made.
It's a little
Sorry,
ridiculous.
but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
I understand.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Oh no, it's a Scottish person.
Jedi or no, you're the one I am pledged to kill. There is no mistaking that. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
My goodness.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't give him any
Overloading your cages
ideas.
had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
How do you... Let's get this over with.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
People sure like to call him a fool a lot. Alright. Got a little bit of a combat scenario here. Gonna use a little force powers along with punching.
Came from.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
He said he's... No, he was an assassin.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
How did he manage to sneak in here?
That's something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy.
What's gonna happen now?
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
Let's go.
Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
Was Yima the one who didn't recognize the guy who looked different than he normally looks? who look like a different person entirely.
These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest.
Oh,
2
boy.
officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
How long will I be
I
here?
can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragas facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
I don't have wall terminal. Looked like it had a skull on it.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
Why do we need to leave?
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragas? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
What do you think,
We cannot
Kreia?
stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Rest. Alright. This has gone on for a while. Longer than I actually anticipated it to. So, let's just save our game here, you know, and we will return later with more of this game. Alright, bye guys.